Good day, I am Rose Galang from BS 4D, and today I will be discussing about the co-curricular activities as laboratory of learning. So kindly listen and watch the presentation. So let's start. Co-curricular activities as laboratory of learning. For introduction, an effective teacher performs many roles and functions which are very essential in promoting the holistic development of the learners. One of the roles that he/she performs is the organization of co-curricular activities. These activities have existed in schools even during the ancient times. The objectives of education cannot be realized by academics alone. As a teacher, we're not just giving the activities inside the classroom, also we give chance to the learners or to our students uh, to participate, to collaborate in different activities such as they can join sports, dancing, acting, even arts. They can join such activities like that. And those are what we call co-curricular activities. Okay. What is co-curricular activities? Co-curricular activity is defined as a program or out-of-class activity supervised and or financed by the school, which provides curriculum-related learning and character-building experiences. From the word out-of-class activity, it means that it happens outside the classroom or outside the school, and it can be financed by the school also. If they will join in a competition like dancing, folk dance, the traditional dance, they will fund the said activity and the representative of the school will join it. Another meaning, co-curricular activities means activities conducted on or of school premises by clubs, associations, and organization of pupils sponsored by the Board of Education. Like what I have said, it wasn't sponsored by the school or by the Board of Education, and it was conducted on or off school. It can be inside or it can be outside. Okay, there are 5 types of co-curricular activities here in this presentation, but I will discuss about the 7 headings of co-curricular activities as we go further in this presentation. Okay, let me just show you first the 5 types that I've particularly focusing at. First is literacy activity. Second, physical development activities. Third, civic development activities. Fourth, social welfare activities. And lastly, leisure time activities. I will discuss each of these types as we go further in this video. Okay, like what I have said a while ago, I will give the 7 headings of co-curricular activities, but we will focus on 5, but I will just discuss the 7 so that you can more have information about this topic. Okay, first, literary activities. The examples of literary activities are debate, drama, story, writing journalism. Those are examples of literary activity. It is not only focusing on reading and writing, it can also be by oral speaking, like debate. Okay, next one, physical development activities. The example of these activities are games, athletics, parade, and outing drills. Okay, it involves the physical strength of the students. Aesthetic cultural activities. Examples are music, painting, scouting, drawing, dancing, sculpture. When you said cultural, it can be related to the traditional dance of a certain place. Like in the Philippines, we have folk dance. It's for dancing. Sculpture, it can be determined by the idea or the given what you call this topic of that particular event. So, but it is related to cultural activities. It depends on the committee of what should be the certain idea of that event. Civic and development activities. Examples are students' assembly, student council, organizing cooperatives, holding of festivals, celebration of religious events. So this one can happen in the school or outside the school, and particularly this activity involves the cooperation of the students. And also for student council, if you are part of supreme student government or what we call SSG, you can be also involved in these co-curricular activities. So you can also get a grade from that. Social welfare activities. Examples are faith, assembly, first aid, scouting, and social services. When you say social, you will involve to different people. Leisure time activities. Coin collection, stamp collection, photography, origami, needlework, and cross stitch. Those are examples of leisure time activities. Excursion activities. Examples are visual to the museum, visual to the zoo, visual to exhibit, and picnic. So we've discussed about the 7 headings that we are focusing at. So now we're moving on to the following points are considered in planning and organizing co-curricular activities. Okay, I will discuss this one in acronym. Co-curricular. Okay, let's start with letter C. Choose activities which are based on students' interests. We should also consider the interests of our students so that they will not get bored on doing this activity. If they are not capable of doing this activity, why would we allow our students to do this, right? So we should always consider the students' interests. Okay, let's move on. O. Objectives of co-curricular activities must be made clear. As a teacher, you should have a main or clear focus of your activity, and also you can manage how to discuss and let them understand what should have been done on that particular activity. Okay. C. Committees may be formed to empower all students to participants. The committee can encourage all the students to join the certain activities that they are promoting at. They can also get a grade from that activity, so the committee can empower the students to join it and to become a participant. U. Unravel the potential of students to maximum. Give your students a chance to extend their potential of doing this. You're not just letting them to sit down and listen to you and do this activity. Let them and give them the opportunity to join and participate in different activities that school can give to the students, and also for them to learn not only in the four corners of classroom. So give them the opportunity. Okay. R. Remember to involve all the students in co-curricular activities. Always remember these, teachers. You're not just talking with one student. You are talking to many students, to all your students. You're not just only here to focus on one student. You should also give them equally the chance to join the activity. Okay, remember that, teacher. R. Rules and regulations must be set in all the activities. Okay. Before you give this activity, you should also have the clear rules and regulation before you start it, so that when you start it, there will be no trouble of doing it. Okay, remember it. I inculcate values in all the activities. For every activities, we're not just giving it for them to win the game, but also we let them to reflect and realize the values that they gain from that certain activities. So always remember this, that it isn't always about the activity and getting high grade. Let them realize that it is also having the values and the learning of this activity. Okay, C. Coordinate with different sectors to make the activity successful. Okay, as a teacher, you cannot do it alone. You need the help of others, so ask for the help and coordinate with different sectors to make this activity successful. Also, if you're inside the classroom, you're not just giving this activity because you want it to, but because the Board of Education let you, and what do you call this, there is a certain and should be given to the students. It is standardized. So with the help of the others and the Board of Education, you will be successful on giving these activities. Okay, you unite all sectors of the school community to support the co-curricular activities. Okay, unite all sectors of the school community to support the co-curricular activities. Right? So we all need someone or the help of others to make things successful. Because if you're just alone, how could you do that? If there's no participant, how could you do that? If there's no cheer for the student, what could be the possible result of the activity, right? So with the help of the people in these particular activities, the activity will be successful. L. Let the students plan, implement, and evaluate the activities. Let the students plan, do the activities, and evaluate the activities. Okay, you give the activity, you planned it, you implement it to the students, they do it, and after that, you have this evaluation to your students. A. Activity should be organized during school hours. Okay, you're not giving activities if it's not given to your class hours. So always remember that. Our record should be kept for all the activities. You should and will never be forgot the activity you given to your students and you will not record it. That's a no, 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 no. So always remember, record all the activities of the students so that you will not get in trouble if you need it when you are computing all the grades of your students. Okay. What are the roles of teacher in organizing co-curricular activities? I have here 12 roles of teachers. First one is planner. As a teacher, you're not giving the activity without having a plan. Next one, leader. You are the leader of this activity and you will be the one who will implement it. So you should act as a leader. Next is innovator. A teacher should be innovative always. If there's no resources of these materials, then do something that can be alternative way of giving this activity. Should be innovative. Director, you are the director of this activity and no one else. Next is organizer. You are the organizer, you are the planner. Next one, recorder. You should always remember to record all the activities that you are giving to your students so that at the end of the activity you will not have a problem of solving or computing the scores and or grades. Next one, manager. You are the manager, you are the organizer, you are the planner. Next one, advisor. You should be the one who will advise your students in terms of these activities. Motivator. As a teacher, we are always being and should be the motivator of our students and no one else. We should let them and encourage them to join and do all their best with these activities. Cheer them up that they can do it, they can do it. Okay, next one is a good communicator or a communicator. As a teacher, you are the communicator of these activities, coordinator, and lastly, you are the evaluator. So, you should have all the records and afterwards you will be the evaluator and you need it, right? So, I hope you've learned about this topic, co-curricular activities as a laboratory of learning. We teachers should give our students an activity that will allow them to learn, not only to learn but also to enjoy the activity. Always remember it, and also encourage them and motivate them to do their best. You're not just here to sit down and listen. We're not just here to write and draw. Let them participate. And that would be all. I hope you learned. Goodbye.
Yeah. Baby, wag ka nang mag-alinlangan pa.